On this episode of In the Box, I talk mystery boxes, and perhaps my name should now be called Mr. Gigglesworth. You're going to find out why. In 3, 2, 1, now. Welcome to another edition of In the Box, a hockey card show on this fine Tuesday, and I welcome you to episode number 36. So if this show was live, I'd probably be asking a lot of these questions during the live session. Even though I don't have a live audience, well, I'm going to ask it anyway. Today I wonder, what do you think of mystery boxes? My very first mystery box, which really wasn't a box per se, it was more of like a lunch bag. No, it was a paper bag. A local card shop where I was residing at the time, which is the early 2000s, were selling these as grab bags. So I went ahead and bought a few. And primarily all that really was in it was a bunch of mixed base cards and maybe one or two hits. Maybe an autograph, jersey card. Not too sure, but maybe possibly like an insert or a rookie. They seemed much more attractive to me simply because, well, you got a lot more cards as opposed to buying a pack and getting just base cards. Although I didn't make it a habit of buying these type of grab bags, but I did enjoy a bit of the mystery behind the mystery pack, box, thing. Advancing 10 years later, pretty much did the exact same thing at the Toronto Sports Card Expo. There was a vendor that I gradually started to get to know because he sold a lot of team bags just filled with different types of cards. At the time, I absolutely loved these because they just helped me out with building my collection. I do not necessarily believe there was really anything in it other than like base cards or some low-end inserts. But shortly thereafter, I do believe the Toronto Sports Card Expo did ban the idea of any type of mystery box or bag. Anything mystery was banned. We advance all the way to today. And how do I feel about mystery boxes today? To be quite truthful, I'm rather conflicted. Now, if you've only seen one or two of these shows, you know that the majority of my mail days are pretty much mystery boxes in a way. Have there been a few that I was absolutely, positively unaware of anything that was in the box? Yes. Was I disappointed? No. Do I feel that it's a bit of a risk? Absolutely. Do I think I'll ever do it again? Likely. But only with specific people. Oh wait, no, that came out all wrong. Hold on, we gotta cut that. I mentioned this today because of a post that I've recently seen. And I kind of find it a little bit comedic, but on the other hand, I find it kind of like, yeah, well, you kind of asked for it. I don't know any of the details, really. I just know what was posted, so you just gotta bear with me. So by my understanding, this gentleman ended up posting some kind of mystery boxes. And Buddy saw that as interesting, I suppose, and said, I want them. So the transaction was made, you get the deal and everything, and he shipped the boxes and whatever. Okay, all right, we're all caught up pretty much. When the boxes arrived at the buyer's house, apparently, he said when it was being handed to him by the postal service, he heard noises in the boxes that didn't seem right. Set up his camera and decided to record himself opening up the boxes. Upon opening everything up, the cards were just loosely in the box with a little bit of packaging, if you will, just looked like torn up bubble mailer wrappings and shoved on top. And that was it. The point of the gentleman's post was not because, oh, look at the stuff that I got out of this mystery box. It was crap, for what I paid for it. I feel I got gypped. In fact, the post was about the poor shipping methods. If you're on Facebook, you already have an idea what the comments were like. Some of them were pretty funny. Some of them were just pretty straightforward. And some of them were just like, what are you doing? The poor buyer had to repeat himself numerous times because everybody made the assumption as to why he posted this. I swear I can see and hear him pulling out his hair saying, I just made the post because I want to show people how poorly it's shipped the cards. I would say I have been fairly lucky in regards to how things are shipped. Now, not everybody does it the same, and not everybody does it as securely. But the first one that comes to mind, of course, I no longer buy from this gentleman any longer, always had extremely great deals, and I would often tell him I want them. I don't recall how many I bought up to the point when I decided enough's enough. None of the cards ever showed up damaged, and that to me is pretty shocking. I mean, we're talking about Canada Post here. This gentleman would ship the cards in a bubble mailer, which is great. He would also ship the cards in penny sleeves, which is great. However, I don't know about you guys, but when I was a kid and I went to the corner store to get penny candy, do you remember that? Penny candy? I know, we're a long way from that. When I would give them $1 or $2 for penny candy, they would quite literally grab the bag, scoop the candy. Of course, the sanitary issues back then were much different than today. Oh, very different. And they would just into the bag. No counting, just going to town. People that I have told that story to, they're like, what? Really? Where I got my candy, they counted one by one. Really? Oh, man. Well, that explains why I had to go to the dentist a lot as a kid. I tell you that story to tell you this story. That is what I felt like this gentleman was doing. Grabbing the bubble mailer, taking the cards. That's it. Seal. Ship. I would open up the bubble mailer and the cards were in every different way. Of course, still in their penny sleeve, but no protection whatsoever other than the penny sleeve and that fine bubble wrap inside the mailer. And then we have people that ship like Mr. Industrial Packing Tape. I'm sure you can tell by my facial expression I'm utterly enthused. You might be wondering, okay, Tim, what's your point? You talking about shipping today? What's going on? You went from mystery boxes to shipping? What's going on? Although mystery boxes or packs could be pretty darn exciting, not always exciting on your wallet though, I think that it does require a little bit of trust. Of course, I mean, if you don't really know the person and nobody else can really vouch for them, it could get a little tricky. Surely, being in this hobby, I am positive you have heard about these different companies making these mystery boxes with a bunch of mixed packs. I would think maybe the odd person has gotten pretty lucky with that. However, I have actually read more negative reviews than positives. Mystery boxes could be quite exciting, but I think it's just as much of a gamble in some way than if you bought a pack or a box of any kind of product. Depending on the type of mystery box, I would assume that you kind of have some sort of idea as to what you're going to get. Not always quite specifically, but I think you should have some sort of idea. What does chap my butt just a little bit are people that make deals to get these mystery boxes from other sellers, other members in our community, and then are angry or very displeased with what they've gotten or lack thereof. And that's what I'm talking about with the whole trust thing. Know what I mean? What is my solution? Well, it's quite simple. Show interest in buying a lot. Inspect all the cards. Check them out. Make sure that you want them and that you're content with what's there. If you are not familiar with the seller, then maybe you should reach out for some vouchers. Maybe some people have dealt with them, or maybe not. Even check out possibly the scammer's webpage, which could be found on Facebook, or even their website. Do a search. You will not have a problem finding it. If everything checks out and you're content, okay, go ahead and make the purchase. Of course, you want to protect yourself, so if you are using PayPal, be sure to make the right decision and do not choose the friends and family option. Now, let's just say this all went through. He got his money, he sent it, you got it. You ready for a mystery pack? Great. Now what do? You take it and you put it away for a couple of weeks. And in the meantime, maybe buy other things on the side. By the time you come back to this, baby, you likely won't remember a damn thing that was in there. Cha-ching! Mystery box! I don't know, that's just my idea. I am pretty sure that you were able to sum up all my points in this, but basically, a mystery box is exactly as it's called. Mystery. Is it a risk? Absolutely. But if everything is done properly between both people, and there are no shenanigans, it could actually be quite fun. Actually, wait, you know what? I actually meant, like, exciting. It's a better word for it. But also, like anything, you could possibly get cheated. Just try your best to do your due diligence. Personally, people that are not practicing proper methods for shipping should probably be made aware within the community. I dump thee, bad shipper! Or, your shipping is shit. Either way, in some way, I think the hobby community should be aware so that they understand that when you are paying for something, the likelihood of it possibly getting to you damaged might be quite high. Yeah, I think we're done here. So, speaking of mystery boxes, well, we have one still waiting to be completed. The hell you say we turn on the card cam and get excited? Oh, man. Let's go! Nice slice, baby. Doom, 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 doom. Nice slice, baby. You know what that would be for? When we get one of those orange slice parallel cards. Yeah, you know which one I'm talking about. Because we've had them on this show a few times. So I gotta remember that. If I ever get another one, I'm gonna be singing that song. That's the theme song for those cards. So we are back. Card cam's all good. We're gonna throw that box on the ground because it's taking up an awful lot of room. We've got 2 stacks here. This is the remaining parcel from John Carlo. So we're gonna get into it and see what else we get out of that. So I'm gonna grab, there's a few loose ones here at the top. So we're just gonna take a look. Here we go. We have got 90 base card here from Don Russ, Dave Reed. Now, of course, normally I don't highlight these kind of cards, but kind of have a bit of a theme for 90s. Well, I wouldn't say a theme per se, but I know my Flashback Fridays, we tend to usually hit older stuff in that era. So I believe these are just fillers. And this is actually an insert, of course. Blake Sloan from the World Junior Championship 94, Team USA. These are pretty nice cards. I actually really like this subset. However, my biggest complaint about it is how easy, they are to damage. Like, because it's obviously, as you can tell, it's all foil. So shipping is very, very, very easy with these cards. So luckily, this one looks to be in really great shape. I'm almost wondering if he opened up a fresh pack and just said, you know what, I'll give Timmy Boy the cards from that pack. That's what I'm guessing is what happened there. And he just filled up a little portion of the box. Who is that? Ivan Dropa? Honestly, I've never even heard of this guy. Second round, June 1990 entry draft. Yep, don't know him. Sorry, Ivan. I know you're not watching, but that's okay. That's okay. You'll become a fan eventually. Maybe, sort of. Who knows? Moving on. What else do we got? Look at this. Nice baseball card here. Now, this is, I never remember the name of this set. What the frig is it called? I want to say threads. Like, threads of, like, top... Oh, what is it called? Because I recognize that logo. That logo right there. The T there. May I be so bold in saying triple threads or something like that? Oh my gosh. Yeah. I'm going to go with that. And I may be wrong, but this is a hockey card show. So you can't fault me on that. Okay. But, these are pretty thick cards. These are just base cards. From what I've read about these cards in past releases. So yeah, these definitely look like just base cards. So I'm assuming it's likely a higher end product for Topps in baseball. Tony Gwynn. Oh my gosh, now that's a name I recall when I was a kid. Tony Gwynn. Ernie Banks. Oh my gosh. That's pretty cool. They're really nice base cards. Like I know I mentioned in God knows what episode it was where I said I really started to like a lot of the Topps designs. Like I wasn't a fan of it at first, like in the early 90s and stuff like that, and the 80s and stuff. I wasn't a huge fan of Topps. But over the years, Mark McGuire. Oh, man. Some of these names bring me back. So, yeah. So, I'm guessing those are just fillers there. Oh, Grant Dawson from UFC. Of course, I'm not I'm not a big UFC fan either. But this is apparently a rated rookie card. UFC. Grant Johnson. Or Dawson. I don't know why I said Johnson for. If I'm not screwing up on the show, then there's something wrong. So as long as I keep screwing things up, the show's going good. All right, so here we go. Here we are. Another UFC. This looks like another rookie card in the corner there. Select. I'm kind of amazed. at Panini right now. Because they've used this exact same design for football the same year. This should be 22, right? 22. For obviously UFC and for like WWE, and yeah, it kind of disappoints me a little bit. Yeah. I just came to realize that now. It's like, what are you guys doing? Come on, man. Switch it up. Don't be lazy. Make a new design every time you have a new thing to come out. My horrible Schwarzenegger impression. Yeah, okay. Some more UFC. Holland. Kevin Holland. Another rookie card, apparently. Oh, there's a few UFC here. So I'm not even going to attempt to try some of these names because I don't know how they're pronounced by any means. So I'm not even going to chance it. But there's some UFC there. So that's a nice little switch up. And again, like it is Panini, right? Donruss is owned by Panini. So, this design they've used on other sports. Like, I don't know why I never thought of it until just now. That's kind of, to me, it's a little disappointing, really. Anywho, let's get back into some hockey. Mason McTavish prospects card. Look at that. Looks like we got a nice little chunk here of these, so we're just going to get through some of these. And these from Metal Universe, and Didi McCready it is. So that'll be pretty freaking cool. Jamie Drysdale. I've screwed up. How many times I almost screw up his name on this show in the last little while? Jamie Drysdale. I've almost called him several times. I know I tend to repeat it, but I think it's kind of funny. Tyler Benson, prospect. Now, if I were to look at these two, this one's... Oh, no, it's not. I thought for a second, well, it's a little off-cut, actually, now that I look at it. If you're looking at... I'm looking at this design right here. This little... Yeah, it's a little bit off-cut. But anyways, that's not the point I was trying to make here. I was just thinking, I'm looking at these two, and they're both prospect cards, both from Metal Universe. And I'm thinking, which design do I like better of the two? I don't even know. I actually like both of them quite a bit. I don't know. Now, I some time back, I was doing cards. I had this like card of the day on Instagram and things like that. And at one point, I thought, I kind of wanted to create something called, like, I had a title for it. I don't remember what it is now. But it was basically putting two cards, two different, and it had nothing to do with the player, nothing to do with the team. It was strictly about the card design. So, for instance, I'd have I don't know, we'll just grab, just for the sake of my story here, I'd grab two cards like this, and I'd be like, which card design do you think is better? And then I would just, the whole point would be people would vote on it. So we'll say that this one won, so then we get rid of that one, and then we replace, we'd bring another one in. So we know, okay, well, this is the champion this week, okay? So now we have this one, right? And I've been wanting to do that for quite some time, but the problem is with Instagram and sometimes even Twitter is some people... sometimes it's hard to get people to actually be interactive, so I never really did it, but I thought about trying to do it at some given point. I think it'd be kind of interesting. I don't recall if any of you remember this. It was some time ago. I want to say the early 2000s. There was a gentleman that created like the same thing. It was like, but it had to do with the logos. So, it had everybody, place their votes on what they thought the best NHL logo was. And then it worked like a playoff where he basically would knock out the lowest preferred and then started it over again, I suppose. And until it got to the last two. And if I'm not mistaken, I think that the winner in the end was the Chicago Blackhawks. And personally, no offense to the Chicago team whatsoever. As far as the logo, do I think it's the best logo in the league? No. Unfortunately, I do not. But I thought it was a really cool concept. So I was like, hey, that'd be kind of neat to do with card designs. We have plenty of eras, plenty of sets. I think it'd be kind of cool. So that's enough for my lip flapping for the moment. We're on to, we're supposed to be doing the card cam stuff, Tim. Shut your lip. Okay, here we go. So we're back to Mason McTavish again. I suppose I have him twice. So no, you're not, we didn't go backwards. We literally just got him twice. So I'll put him over there. Valeno, if I'm hoping I'm saying that name right. LaPierre, prospects, and Cam York. He's been on the show last couple times there, making his appearance. Oh, what is this? It's in a nice little penny sleeve here. Let's just see what's going on. So it's a Priceless Moments Ray Bourque, and it's a MasterCard card. I recall seeing these. I don't think I have any now, with the exception of this one now. That's pretty cool. I wonder how many were in the set. I never really looked into this because it's not really a card, like meaning a cardboard card, right? Like it's literally made of plastic. So that's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. That'd be a neat set to get, I think. I'll just put that right there. What else did he have in there? Oh, another one. Look at that. Lanny McDonald. Oh, that's cool. I just noticed the date here. Okay, the date of when they went. Oh, okay, yeah. Was that date on this one too? And I didn't even notice it was. Jeez, you be blind, boy. Blind. So that's pretty neat. Liking that. What else we got? Tyson Berry, limited from SPA. Got a little chunk of those, I do believe. And, oh! All right. Sorry, guys. We're done. We are done. I'm ending this show. I don't need to do this show anymore. I really don't. I just hit the freaking jackpot, man. I'm cashing this in, and I'm going to go get my yacht. That's it. We're done. If only, eh? Good old Pro Set. Good old Pro Set. I remember getting these as a kid. Because it had like the silver, the silver on it. Was like, that's a special card! That is so cool! Oh my god, it's a special card! Now it's like, whatever. Oh, geez. Thank you very much for that amazing Pro Set card. Brings me back. Okay, so there was another penny sleeve with a bunch of cards in it. Let's check and see what we got. Oh, it looks like some ice. Some ice. Oh, there we go. We got a couple of decent names in here. Barzal, Kucherov, Stammer, Drysdale. Oh my gosh. Forsberg and Barkov. Sometimes I do these shows and I think, I hope somebody doesn't watch my previous show and that's their first time ever watching. And I'm making my mistakes based on laughing at myself from doing them in previous episodes. And people are watching it probably going, the guy doesn't even know how to say the names. Guy screws up all the time on this show. It's horrible. Heiskanen, Seguin, Bennington, Couture, Bergeron. Yeah, Bergeron, Goudreau. I was going to say something about Bergeron. That's why I kind of paused there, but I changed my mind. Wasn't anything bad. Just, yeah. We got to keep going. I can see my timer winding down there. So, gotta get stuff done. Here we go. More debut dates. Oh, is that a whole? No, okay. We got a few. Looks like we got a few debut dates. And we got... I can't see. I can't even read that name right now. I can't read that one either. I can't see the names. Some of these faces I'm not familiar with, so I'm not fully aware of who all of them are. That looks like Zegras, though. Look in the back, Tim. Yeah, that'd be a good idea, eh, bro? Yeah, look in the back where you can see it. Don't think of that until just now, Don't use your brain or anything. All right, so here we go. Some Metal Universe. Now, I believe these are these the alternatives? Oh, I don't think they're called alternatives. But, yeah, you guys know what I'm talking about. So, Gandalf, Mantha, John. Oh, that actually, I really like that. That's really cool. Like just the photo that was taken there. That's pretty cool. And Austin Matthews, we had him before. Bailey, Mistikov. That's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I like that. I like that variation of that jersey. I like that. That's pretty cool. Defense mechanism. We've had a bunch of these in the past. Go through these really quick. Who was that? That was Cam Fowler, Riley, Ekblad. Oh, look at that. We're on to retrospective. Really like these ones. Those are pretty cool too. And Raymond, Lucas Flimont. Oh, we got a Young Guns here. All right. Benoit, Series 1. And, oof, jeez. And got a stack here of some top loaders. Top loaders. So let's see what we got in that. Young Gun. Still missing some from that particular year, 21-22. Whether it be Series 1, Series 2, or the Extended Series. So still working on that. But I do believe I still have to make the checklist for that. So we'll see what the damage is whenever I get around to doing that. Sorensen. Young Guns. Yeah, I don't know. Hearing some bang in there. I don't know where it's coming from. Okay, another Young Guns. Looks like we got a nice little lot here of Young Guns. So this ought to be helping me out big time. Hello? Well, what the heck? This is nice. I like this. I haven't gotten any of these on the show. Jamie Drysdale. Authentic Rookies. That's freaking cool. I'm just kind of shocked because we've never gotten one of these from SB Game Used. That is freaking nice. That is really nice. Oh, I just barely noticed that the corners are rounded, but like you can tell they're meant to be rounded. No point in taking it out. That's pretty cool. Like it's just enough to say that you can tell. That's freaking cool. Anyhow, and the card is out of 999. That's cool. I don't mind that at all. I'm not a fan of this right here. I think they should have kept it as a single color. Like put the logo in there, whatever, whether it's that brownish or bronze color, whatever, or that gray to white. But I don't like that how they. Yeah. But other than that, I like it. Like it a lot. Okay. Authentic Rookies. Grew. And that is, oh, look at that. It is copy number 1, the first one of the run out of 205 copies. Very cool. SP Game Used. Very cool. Liking how they have that red. Like I'm trying to shine it in the light there a little bit so you guys can see it. But I don't know, you guys are collectors. You know what these cards look like. You don't need me to show them to you. And we've got another SB Game Used. And this is, of course, this is not like, this is originally this came out in 2005, 2006, this design. So they just kind of recycled it and brought it back out. This one's out of 999. Not technically a rookie card per se. It's an insert set of Authentic Rookies. So, but it is cool nonetheless. I wasn't a huge fan of this design. It looked too mechanical, right? I don't know why I'm saying right, but if you look at like the design, yes, it's an original design. It's neat and all, but I don't know. It just doesn't jive for me at all. There's just something off about it. I think had they just gotten rid of this, like these cog looking like things. Well, not really cogs, but you know what I'm saying. Yeah. Other than that, yeah, it is what it is. Oh, leave it to John Carlo to send us some more Metal Universe. David Pasternak. Yes. He sent us a few of those, and sent me several of these inserts. So, gosh, I think the majority of whatever I got for this subset comes from him. So, I thank you. You see what I'm talking about? Another one. There's another one. There we go. That's just going to help me out even more. Those are freaking cool. They're really great. I really like the die cuts and stuff. It's just, oh man, they're so like, he's Smart man. He put them in the top loader, right? He put them in the top loader. So yeah, because otherwise they're very easy to bend when they're die cut like that. Galaxy Championship Galaxy. That looks like Tyler Toffoli. I think we've gotten one of these already from him. So there's no mystery where that will end up. Of course, you know that. It's in the description. You can check it out at any given time. Whether you're at work and you feel like taking a break from work, or you're sitting on the can. Something. At some given point, if you're bored, or you want to be adventurous, be a rebel, you can check that out in the description. Brett Murray Young Guns. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Needing that. I can tell already. Lockwood Young Guns. See, I like that. Call me weird, okay? Call me weird. But some of the shots that the photographers take, and then, the company actually prints it on a card, sometimes it just goes so well. Like that stance right there. That looks like so freaking cool. The only thing that's missing is the rest of his stick. That would be the coolest freaking photo. It's one thing to have him like just standing there like that. But when I don't know. Is it just me? Maybe it's just me. I don't know. Like, would you rather see a goalie just standing there? Or would you rather see a shot where they're like gloving, the puck or something? In mid-catch, like take a snapshot, right? Oh, jeez. There's beauty in photography, I'm telling you. Go back to episode number 1. I'll talk all about it. Well, maybe not all about it, but I know I do mention it. Oh, some more Young Guns. This is awesome. This is definitely helping me out. Young Guns, like, the base sets, because the base sets are usually relatively easy for me to get, especially with Series 1, Series 2, because, it is the Young Guns are the most sought after rookie cards in my opinion, or at least what I've often been told. So getting the base sets of those is relatively easy, but then it's the rookie cards that I have to gradually build. So when I get lots like this is what helps. Leeson Young Guns. That's not a bad stance too. So maybe now I'm going to start talking about that now. I'm going to start getting into that. Like my autographs. They don't sign the whole thing, man. They don't sign the whole thing. Now I'll be like, oh, he's standing pretty good. Yeah, that's a good shot of him there. That's a good shot of him there. Like, see this one? No. I'm going to start rating that now. But, no, I don't think so. Maybe the odd time, but, geez. Definitely a good photo can really, really bring out something in the card even more so. That's just what I think. Okay, Simon Benoit. We've had him, I think, earlier. Something else. But you can't go wrong. What do you mean in something else? Look at this. Look at it. It was right here. The same card. And oh my God. It was like I never seen it before. Okay. I was about to say something and now I totally gapped what I was going to say. But, maybe I'll remember. Who knows? Another Young Guns. I was never a fan. I was never a fan of this Phoenix logo or Arizona. This Coyotes logo, I was never a fan of. I was never a fan of this logo. Ever. And I don't think I'll ever be. I know some people are like, what? You're crazy. That is an awesome logo. That is the coolest logo. I don't even know why they changed it. And I'd be like, they changed it because it was junk. I don't think everybody carries the same opinion as I do. But I was never a fan. The colors are one thing. But that logo specifically, I was never a fan of. Ever. Look at that. What is up with those legs? What? is going on here? What is going on? I'm sorry, guys. Oh, man. Oh, I don't know what is making me laugh so much. What is up with that? Oh my gosh, does that hurt, dude? Holy man, that just looks... I don't know, maybe it's just me, but that looks so funny. Oh, jeez. Okay, I gotta move on. Sorry. I got tears in my eyes. Oh, jeez, sorry. Oh, I should have paused the camera for like a 30-40 second laugh break. Oh my gosh. Okay, gotta move on. Woo, another Young Guns. Here we go. See, that's a pretty good stance. Oh, jeez. Who says I don't have fun? Come on. I'm a collector, I'm wacky, and I can have lots of giggles. There we go. Getting down to the nitty-gritty here now. Another Young Gun. That's a nice freaking chunk of Young Guns, man. That is freaking awesome. Loving it. Oh my gosh, now I'm like warm now. This guy just looks bored. Just looks completely bored. Like, yo, dude, you done? You done yet taking my photo? Oh, jeez. Oh, whew. Okay, this is from Extended, so it's likely that I need that. I don't think I'm missing too many from the Extended, but this does not look familiar to me, so. Oh, my gosh, my eyeballs are still wet. And finishing it off with Logan Shaw Young Guns. That's an oldie, eh? 15, 16. It's quite the change up, right? We're going through all like semi-newer stuff and then ending it off 15, 16. Holy moly. So that is the whole thing. Well, the remaining of that parcel from Giancarlo. Oh my gosh. Wow. It was Mr. Gigglesworth there for a little while. Holy moly. I better not look at that card because I'm going to start giggling again. So, what is the card of the episode? Let me find that. And you know what? We're going to do a runner-up as well. We're going to do a runner-up. So, here we go. Yeah. I think the whole doodad thing there, this thing here, I don't think I'm gonna be doing that because I end up holding up the card anyways. I said that like numerous times on previous episodes, so, and you probably see it better when I hold it up. So, here we go. The runner-up for the card of the episode is none other than this cool guy right here. Not the player specifically, but the card in its entirety. Authentic Rookies from SP Game Used. I really like the design. I'm just a little offset by this section here. But then again, you know what? I'm not a card designer by any means. I'm just a collector. So, I mean, maybe they had their reasoning. Who knows? The back is all right, too. There's nothing I can complain about this. I think it's really cool. I really like how they put the number in the corner there. That's pretty cool. And the gradient. I was always a fan of the gradient, going from white to dark or, something like that. My first cards that I remember seeing, the whole gradient thing was the 92-93 Pinnacle, which was showcased, of course, on last Friday. So I'm a big fan of that. Sometimes it works, though. Sometimes it does not. But for the most part, I think they do a really great job when it comes to that. And the card of the episode. Wabang, waboosh, or skaboosh, or whatever. What did I used to say? Spagoosh. That's what it was. Spagoosh. There we go. There we have it. Really, really like these die cuts. I think they're different. That's pretty much all I got. Really, they're different. They look good. They really look good. Now the font, I'll admit to my unpopular opinion is the font. The font looks a little bit too jokey. I don't know if that's even a word. I think something more bold would fit too, but it is what it is, right? But I really like these insert cards, these die cuts. They're pretty nice. Not quite understanding the green on the back, but you know what? The fact that they kept it all the same color, they didn't try to, didn't put a bunch of whites and purples and whatever, the whole color of the rainbow in there. They just kept it very simple. I mean, that works. It works, right? Now, again, not a professional by any means, but that's just my unpopular opinion, my insight on it. So there we have it, fellow collectors. The card of the episode. My gosh, that card had me giggling. Oh, wow. New segment on the show. Gigglesworth. We'll just keep it between 20 to 30 seconds. Just me straight giggling. Okay. Let's not start that up again. But that was a pretty decent remaining lot from Giancarlo. Really, really liked a lot of those rookies. I think they'll help me greatly with the collection and helping me finally finish many of them. I think that I got to be pretty darn close now to finishing many of them, especially with how many freaking Young Guns have I gotten since starting the show. And that's not even with you guys seeing what I've gotten before I started doing the show. Yeah, I gotta be close. So I hope you fellow hobbyists have had a fantastic time watching today's episode. I mean, although it is only Tuesday, we still have a few more days to go before we can finally sit back again and relax and enjoy the weekend. And the best part is summer's coming, but the bad part is it means hockey is slowly coming to an end. Of course, right now we're during playoffs, so we still have a little bit of time left. In a few short days, we will be back here once again for episode number 37. Therefore, just remember that collecting does not have to break the bank. So until next time, just keep building that amazing collection. And take care.